Okay, and next, and you need to browse the project. In which location
Yeah.
the project is there. You just browse the project and click on OK, and next,
Oh,
that's all. Then the project will appear here.
okay.
So this is the way we have to do that one. I will repeat again. Right click, import, general, existing workspace. Next, browse the project and click on OK and finish it. Then the project will come here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Okay, now today what we are going to start, as part of our last discussion, what we did, I mean, we had saw some of the methods, correct?
Yeah.
Like method. So what is method? What is constructor? What is the difference between method and constructor, correct?
Mm.
Okay. Today we are going to see one keyword called static. So static, I think we have already saw when I was writing the program. You might have noticed. If you see here, right? Did you see here there is a word called static?
Mm.
So what is the advantage of static? Why we need static basically? Today we are going to see it. So now I am going to write a simple project, new Java project. So this is very important. Static demo, next, and finish it. So this is the project. Inside that I am trying to create a new class called static example. Okay. Class name is static example. And I am selecting public static void main and finish it. Okay. So here, right, I am trying to create a class called class customer. Okay.
Mm.
So both are different classes, correct? So this is a customer
Mm.
class, and here I am trying to create a method called get address, correct?
Yeah.
And I will return here address Bangalore, comma India. So this is my address. Okay. And you pass the customer ID. So if you pass the customer ID, you will get customer address, correct?
Yeah.
So if I want to call this method, what I have to do? I have to create object, correct?
Constructor. Yeah.
Constructor, then object. See here I didn't created any constructor. So compiler will add the constructor, correct?
Yeah.
So now I'm creating the constructor. Sorry, object. New customer. So how to call this method? Customer dot get
Cons-
address, and I
Get
need to pass the
address. Variable.
then it will return the address, correct?
Yeah.
So without creating the object, can I able to call this one?
No.
We are not able to call it, correct? So without
Yeah.
creating an object, can you able to call this method? We are not able to call, correct?
Mm.
So now I am writing another method, string get name. So you pass the customer ID, you will get name, and the name is return ABC. So you pass the customer ID, you will get the name, correct?
Mm.
So how to call this method? Object name dot get name, correct?
Yeah.
Customer dot get
Get
name.
name.
You pass the customer ID and it will return name, correct?
Mm.
String name. Here string address, correct? Correct? It's clear, right, so far?
Yes.
So just by using object, we are calling the methods, correct? So without creating an object, you are not able to access these members or these behaviors, correct?
Yes.
So there is another way we can able to access this object without creating an object with the help of static. So you just keep here static. Okay, then so here currently you are using object, correct?
Yeah.
So here if there is a if you see any members which is having static, so in that case you no need to create an object, you just use the class name. Class name dot member name, you can able to access directly, you no need to create any object.
If it has static.
So did you see this one? Now I'm calling the get name method, I am passing the integer and I will get the name, because this is a static method. So now I will try to call the get name method by using class. What will happen? See, at line number 6 we are getting an error. Line number 7,
Yeah.
did you see any error? What is the difference between these
No.
two?
Because it has static.
Yes, if any member in a class is a static, then you can able to access directly by using class name itself. You don't need to create any object.
Okay.
So that is the advantage of static. Clear, right?
Yeah. Then can we use static everywhere?
So why we are not giving static everywhere? That's what your question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very important question, and whatever you asking is very important question. So here I will tell you. Say for instance, so this is a customer class, correct?
Hmm.
This is a customer class, and here we have an address and we have a name, two
Name.
fields. So this is customer class. So whenever you are creating object, what is happening, object name is O1. So which is having, this object is having its own reference. So let me give another way. So now here what I am trying to do, integer x equal to 0. Okay, so here what I am trying to do, x equal to customer ID. So here, did you see here there is no static, right?
Yeah. There is no
So
static.
here you created an object here, object O1, and you assign x equal to 10. Okay, and similarly you create another object O2 and assign x equal to 20 as per your wish.
Hmm.
So what happens if you declare any variable without static, so that variables are part of that this particular instance object, correct? If you declare any variable with static, so that variable will be outside of your class, so all the objects will share that variable. So you can create n number of objects. So static is common for all the objects, static members are common for all the objects. So this is O3. So let me give another example. Okay, so now, so here, so there is a variable x equal to 10 and we are assigning the x value by using get address, correct? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now
Hmm.
let me remove it. Yes, so I created an object called customer1, and customer1 dot get name I am passing here 100, correct?
Hmm.
Now if I'll print the customer 1 dot x. What is the value you are expecting here? What it will print?
It will print the address.
No, here object dot x value I'm trying to read. So what is the x value? What I'm assigning here? 100. So 100 will be
100.
assigning to x, correct? So it will print
X. Yeah.
100, correct? Also, this is clear, right? It will print 100, correct? Sorry. So
Yeah.
x value is 100. How you are assigning the value?
Yes. Yes. Now I got it.
So you are passing
Yeah.
100. 100 we are taking it and we are assigning to x, correct?
Yeah.
Now what I will do, I will copy the same code again back. So I am creating one more object. So here I am passing 200. So what is the output here?
200.
Correct, perfect. 200. So this variable is called instance. See here, the instance name is customer2. Instance name is customer1. Correct?
Mm.
Okay, now say for instance there is a variable here, integer y equal to 0, and just assume this is a static. Okay,
Okay.
so both are integers. Okay, I am assigning here y equal to customer id. Oh shit.
D. D.
Spelling mistake. Just make it id. So id. Okay.
Mm.
So now x equal to and y equal to same value. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me assign here. So I am assigning the value y value here as part of id. So x value I am assigning in get address and y value I am assigning at get name. Correct?
Get name.
Okay, now go back to here. So here customer one dot get name, here I am passing 100. Okay. So now here customer 2 I am passing 100. So here I am trying to read y value. Here also I am trying to read y value. So what is the y value here? Maximize it. So x value is 100, correct?
100.
And y
Yeah.
value is 100. Correct?
100.
Yeah. So here also 100. So here what is the x value?
100.
Sorry, here
Sorry, 200.
correct. What
200.
is the I value here? What you are expecting?
100.
Here 100, but we are not assigning anything right here.
Yeah.
So what you are expecting here? What is the y value? So you are not assigning anything. So in this object we are not assigning y value, correct? We are not setting get name. So you are not setting,
Yeah.
correct? So what will be the value? So what will be the value? You know, we will see
100.
that one. We will see that
Okay.
why it is 100. See here 100, 100, 200 and 100. 100 is correct. But why? Why 100? Why not 200?
Because it is static.
Yes,
And
it is a static because it is not part of this object. It is outside of the object. So In this case it will create one object, and in this case it will create another object, and it will be referring to C2, and here it is referring to C1, and X is part of inside and X is inside, but Y is outside. Correct? It is not part of any object, it is outside. So all objects need to be share Y. Correct? So
Yeah.
because Y is static, static variables are not part of the object, it will be outside, and it is common to everyone. The simple example is, right, if you see, right, if you go for any, if you come out of your house, right, we have a street, correct?
Mm.
That street is belongs to all the people whoever is staying in that street, correct?
Yeah.
So if you come to your house, right, so that house
Mm.
belongs to you, so nobody will come inside your house, correct?
Yes.
So this is a kind of static. Static means it is common to all the objects. Static variables are part of, static variables are not part of any object. It will be outside of the object. So anybody can able to access it.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? In the
Okay.
outside of your house, you will see one street, right? So in that street, people can able to walk. Anybody can able to walk. But consider this is your house. This is your house. So inside your house, only you can able to enter. Correct? Only you can able to enter. Other people
Mm.
not able to enter inside. So this is a kind of a
Mm-hmm.
static. Static means it is common to all the objects. To
Okay.
declare
But
any,
mhm.
tell me.
Okay. So here, if we assign a variable,
Mm-hmm.
like in the second method, in second object, if
Mm-hmm.
can we assign a value to what? I
Yes,
mean,
yes,
get
you
name.
can assign. You can assign. Then what happened? What is the previous value we have assigned here? 100, correct?
100.
So that 100
Mm.
will be overridden with this value, whatever you are going to assign.
Okay.
If you are not assigning any value here,
So
the previous value is here. It's
mm,
there. Previously you have assigned
okay.
100 y, correct?
Yeah.
Initially the y value is 100. Now you
Mm.
decided you want to assign here 200, then it will be override with 200.
Okay.
But always only
And
one value it can able to hold. Say for instance you created one more
okay.
object, so that third person is trying to assign 300. Whether if the third person is assigning the value 300, it will get 300, or else it is having default value, old value.
Okay.
So
But
anybody can
if
have,
we don't assign, if we don't assign any value to get address, and the second object, can we get any value in the output?
if nobody is assigning any value, then the default value is 0. If someone is
Oh,
assigning the
okay.
value, it will take that value. If anybody, someone is
Okay.
overriding this value, it will override with that value.
So you mean if the variable is static, then there are chances to override the value.
Correct. Anybody can override.
Okay.
But if
If
it
it
is
is
not, if it is not a static, nobody can touch
mm,
your object. Only you can able to assign.
okay. So it just take default value if it is not static.
Yes, yes. Only you have the rights
Okay.
to touch these variables. That is called as an
Okay.
instance variable. Instance means this is an object. Object variables are instance variables.
Yeah. Okay.
Static variables are not part of your object. You don't have rights to control that one. Anybody can able to control that one.
Mhm.
So that is the basic difference between static and non-static variables.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear, right?
Yeah. Clear.
So now you know one variable called static, and you know void also, correct? Yesterday we discussed
Sorry.
about, yesterday we discussed
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
void. So now you know
Yeah.
static and you know void, and this is a method name, and this is a
Mm.
variable array, correct?
Yeah.
And array, this is a variable name. Now we need to see public, that we will see later, not now.
Okay.
Okay, now we will see some different topic called method overloading. So now I'm going to create a new project. Right click, new Java project, method overloading, and finish it. So now what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to create a telephone manager class. Okay, for person manager class, person manager, and you select here public static void main, it will create default method, correct?
Mm.
Okay, now come back here. So I'm going to write a class called person. Okay, so inside this person, so if you want to get a person name, what are the possible ways? You give the customer ID, person ID, you will get name, correct?
Yeah.
So it will return person name is XYZ. So input is here person ID, correct?
Mm. Person. Mm.
So you give the person ID, you will get person name. Say for
Yeah.
instance, you don't know the person name, you know only the person email ID. Then how to get the? So copy the same thing. String email. I know the email ID, but I don't know the person name. You give the email ID, you will get the person name, correct?
Mm.
Say for instance, now I don't know person ID, I don't know email, I know only phone number. Still not phone number. Teacher I long. Okay, phone number is a lengthy one, right? So I'm mentioning here long.
Yeah.
Okay, now did you see here what is the method name here?
Get name.
What is the method name here?
Get name.
So the behavior is same, correct?
Yeah.
And return type is same, method name is same, and what is the difference here?
Arguments are different.
Inputs are different, but results are same. This is called
Yeah.
as a method overloading. So there is a person service. It will give you the person name based on different kind of inputs, correct? It's very flexible one,
Mm.
right? If you know the person
Yeah.
ID, you will get the name. If you know the email ID, you will get the name. If you know the phone number, you can able to get the person name. So this is called as
Person name.
a method overloading. So what is the properties of method overloading? Method name should be the same, return type should be the
Return.
same always. Did you see this one? Everywhere what I am doing?
Yeah.
Same return type. But did you see the arguments are same or different?
They're different.
Yeah, this is the different one. So what is method overloading? So you will get, this is very important question. You will get every interview almost. The method overloading is happening only within the class. In only in one class you can able to do it. So method overloading features are method name should be the same name and arguments must be the difference and return type should be the same. Clear?
Yes.
So this is called as a method overloading. Say for instance, how to call these methods? These are not static methods, correct? So I have to create
Object.
object. P dot get name.
Name.
So if I'll pass 10, right? So which method it will execute?
First.
First one, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. Say for instance, if I'll pass here So which method it will execute now?
Second one.
So how can you
String
say?
email.
Okay, fine, perfect. So because this is a string, so it will look for corresponding matching one, correct?
Match. Yeah.
So now let me give. So which one it will execute?
Last one. Long
See, it's not able to.
phone number.
It's not able to find. Why? Because so to say this one is a long, right? So we need to keep L. So first day I
Okay.
was explaining, right? You see here variables
Hmm.
demo. Then you will see this example long. Did you see this one? Variable long is not there.
No, there is no long.
Okay. So basically there is a variable called long phone number. So here 296.724. So if you are assigning a lengthy numbers, so then you need to mention here L. Otherwise it will not consider. You will get a compilation error. So did you see this one? Out of range. So you need to mention L, then you can able to assign lengthy numbers. If you know the only small numbers like age and all, you know you can declare as integer and you don't need to mention anything. If you want to declare lengthy numbers like phone numbers and all, then you declare long and write the phone number. At the end you have to mention L.
Yeah.
So now also here write your phone number and at the end you can keep L. So then this
And
method will be called. So this is called as a method overloading. Method overloading features are same name, same return type and different arguments. You can give as per your wish. Method overloading is clear.
yes.
So why we need this method overloading? So why we need this method overloading, you know? So this is the same behavior I am implementing in a different way. So this is easy for customer, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So we are giving more flexibility, we are giving more options, correct?
Mm.
If you know the person ID, give me, I will give the name. If you know the email, give me, I will give the name. If you know the phone number,
Name.
give me it, I'll give the name. Sorry, if you know the phone number, give me it and I'll give the name. So these are the flexibility, correct?
Yeah.
So this is the way we can override the same behavior in a different ways.
Mm.
So same behavior we implemented in a different ways, correct?
Mm. Yeah.
Maybe if you give the person ID, here we are not writing any logic, correct? Maybe we will connect to different database to get the person name. So this is only
Mm.
learning purpose. So here implementation might be the different, correct? We
Mm.
don't know how they are getting person name by using email ID, correct? We don't know how they are getting
Mm.
person name by using phone number, correct?
Yeah.
So but different inputs, the results are same, correct?
Mm.
Multiple inputs or different types of input, but results are same.
Yeah.
So this is called as a method overloading. It is clear?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So this is very important question and you will get almost every interview they will ask what is method overloading and as method what is the features of method overloading and then what is the advantage. The same behavior we are implementing in a different way, correct?
Mm.
It is clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So if it is clear, then we will see another small topic. Yes. So next topic is inheritance. So this is also, I mean, a small topic and also very important. Okay. Okay. Now let me create a class here. I'm trying to create a simple class called Okay, let me create. So there is a human being, not human being. Okay, not this one. Let me delete this one. Yes, I'm trying to create a simple class called animal. So the class name is animal.
Animal.
Animal. So animal means generally almost all the animals is having how many legs on an average? 2 legs. Just we will consider GS. How many legs in general? 2, correct?
4.
2. Best, that is we will see different categories of animals. The general animal is having 2 legs, correct? Okay, now so this is the behavior, and now string get walking style. So walking style means whether they will fly or they will walk. What is the default behavior in general?
Walk.
Walk. Okay, so this is one of the animal features we are defining. Generally legs are 2 and they will walk, correct? So this is the way we are thinking. Okay, now come back to, if you take right a dog, I'm trying to write a new animal called dog. Dog is of type animal, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So dog also should have legs and it is also some behavior, correct? So dog is a subcategory of type animal, correct?
Yeah.
So here whenever I am trying to describe dog, right, do I need to write again here integer legs equal to how many?
4.
Okay, and again I need to describe same behavior, correct? So how, what is the walking style? Walking, correct? So did you see here I'm repeating same line of code, right? I'm copy paste, I did copy paste. Same piece of code will be there in 2 places, correct? Only the features are different but variables everything is same, correct?
Yeah.
So what I want to do, I don't want to repeat the same code again here. What I'm going to do, I will extend the animal. So what will happen, if we extend a class, so these two are different classes, correct?
Yeah.
Dog is a different class, animal is a different class. So now I will remove it. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to copy the animal variables into dog.
Dog.
Then I will,
Dog class.
yeah, dog class, because dog is a subclass of subcategory of animal, correct?
Yeah.
So animal is a kind of super category, correct? So this is animal super category. From animal only we derived dog, correct?
Dog. Yeah.
This is animal. Similarly, we can derive some, can you tell me, cat, correct? Cat also is one of the animal, correct? And
Yeah.
similarly, let me take like lion. So these are the different types of animals, correct? Animal is super category and subcategory is lion, dog, cat, correct? Just consider human being also one kind of animal. Just assume. So here the category is human being is having how many legs?
2.
2, and rest of the animals is having 4, correct? But everybody is having
4.
some legs, correct? So leg
Yeah.
is a common property of all animals, correct? So now here the basic super animal is superclass is animal. So from the animal we are trying to derive the properties, and now I am going to override the leg. What is the dog legs are 4, correct? So here legs. So now did you see here?
Error.
No, not this one, sorry. So behavior we need to override here. So not legs. Consider this is integer legs. So here you can assign. So default you can give 0. You don't know any leg. And if you do, then you will. So here you can do like this so that it is clear. So now come back here.
What is that?
Yeah.
Is that L?
Yeah. Just I am declare a variable. You can give anything a.
Okay.
And you can assign here. So what I'm trying to do here, the default is 2, okay, and working style I'm deriving here. So now as part of my dog, what I'm trying to do, I am going to override that feature. I'm going to override that feature. So what I'm trying to pass here, so did you see what I'm passing? I will pass
Yeah.
it. So now here I am going to derive my own class here, integer x, and the return I am going to return, just consider this is running. Did you see this one? Same behavior I have overridden here, correct? The previous one is here, it is walking, but I am telling, so it will not walk, it will just jump it out, correct? The same behavior. So all the animals should have some walking style, so you need to override that feature, correct? So you can remove this one, just don't confuse it, just remove it. So legs also you remove it. So every animal should have walking style. So this dog walking style is, just consider walking, okay? And now let me derive another animal called dove. Just assume and finish it. So dove is part of animal, just assume animal, okay? So now dove also is a kind of animal, and what is the walking style of dove? It is flying, correct? Flying. So you describe the feature.
Yeah.
So all this dove and dog are belongs to animal, and dove will do flying and dog will do walking, and all the animals should have same behavior, but the implementation is different, correct?
Yeah.
So same behavior, but you are getting different results here, correct? So if you take dog, it will dove, it will fly, and dog, if it will take, it will walk, and some people like kangaroo and all, it will run it, correct? The same behavior, it's different. It's going to differentiate based on the extension, but
Yeah.
these, but here the common behavior, right? For all the animals should have this common behavior. So, but we are overriding that feature, correct?
Yeah.
Best simple example is, right, some people will talk very smoothly. Some people will talk very roughly, correct? That is their nature basically. So but talking is a common behavior, but how they are talking, that is the matter, correct?
Yeah.
So how they are talking, that will vary person to person, correct? But the common behavior is we need to talk, whether you are talking, yes, talking, whether you are talking either nicely or you are talking roughly, all those things will vary from person to person. Here what is the behavior here? Talking. So that behavior we are varying from person to person, correct? So here also what is the common behavior? Walking style, but how they are walking, so that will vary based on animal to animal, yeah, person to person. So here one similar or one common feature we are trying to override person to person. So this is called as a overriding.
Okay. I have one question.
Yes, I will give one more example also. Yeah, tell me.
So don't we pass the argument
Yes, you can
for
pass.
the method?
You can pass.
I mean, is it optional or it should be passed? Because for though you didn't pass argument.
Yes, you can pass here also. You can pass.
I mean, you mean is that okay if I don't pass?
Yeah, that is fine. That is up to you. But how you are going to define that your behaviors? Do your behavior need any input? How you are defining the behavior? Do you need any input? So based on that you can define it. So I will give one more example so that you will get some more clarity. Okay. So now I am going to define one more class called shape. Shape is a super class. Okay. This is subclass. This is one more subclass. So this is one more subclass. So what is the shape is the common behavior, right? Correct.
Yeah.
So what is the shape of this one?
Which one?
This one, triangle.
Triangle.
What is the shape of this one? Some
But
rectangle.
rhombus.
Whatever. Diamond, correct?
Yeah.
So if you see all these things are belongs to some, it is having some shape, right? Correct? But if you will ask exactly what is the shape, then you are telling triangle, rectangle, rhombus, diamond, so many things, correct? Shape is the common behavior, but you are telling, if I will ask exact value, what is the shape, then you are telling triangle, rhombus behavior. So then you are overriding the value, correct? Triangle shape, rectangle shape, diamond shape or rhombus shape, correct? So now what I am going to do, I am going to create a generic class called shape. So let me create a class called,
What is generic class?
yeah, I will tell you, shape demo. So what is the generic behavior of all these shapes? Shape is the generic behavior, correct? But if you will ask exactly, I mean, what is the shape of triangle? If I show the triangle, then you are telling triangle. Diamond, you are telling the. So now let me create a class here, shape. Correct? This is a simple class. Public string get shape, correct? So here I don't know what is the shape. Yes. So here, right, this is a generic class, correct? Get shape and it will return the null. So far there is no shape at all here. If there is no shape, you are not able to tell triangle, right angle, rectangle, correct? Correct?
Yeah.
So now I am going to create a class called triangle. So it is also one subcategory of shape, correct?
Yes.
Extends shape,
Shape.
correct? Now this is also one subcategory of shape, so we need to override this behavior, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So then what is the value you have to return here?
Triangle.
Triangle, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Triangle, correct? So now let me write one more class. So rectangle, it is also one kind of shape, and what is the value I have to return here?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. So all these shapes are of subtype of shape, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So now I will tell you another example. So shape is the generic word, and how we are implementing that will be very based on your implementation, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So based on your implementation, you are returning the output, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now the simple and best example is, okay, so say for instance we have a phone, this is iPhone, and we have another phone, Android phone, correct? So these
Mm-hmm.
are two different phones, correct? So all these phones should be compatible with single SIM card, correct? So they will not, you will
Mm-hmm.
not get a separate SIM for iPhone and separate SIM for Android phone.
Android.
So nobody will give like that, right? So they will define a
Mm-hmm.
generic, they will define a generic SIM card, and the phone makers, correct? The phone makers like Android or iPhone, so they have to create a software which will compatible with the SIM card, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So SIM card is a generic one, and how we are going to fit, where whether you are inserting into Android phone or iPhone or Windows phone. So come accordingly, you have to develop the program, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So SIM card is generic one, correct? You have to write the program accordingly.
Yeah.
The purpose of SIM card generic behavior is to receive the call, to connect to the tower and get the receive the call and get the call, correct? To connect to the corresponding
Mm-hmm.
number. So these are the generic features, correct? But how you are implementing, so that is up to their phone makers. So they have to override the feature, and they have to implement, and they have to give the same results,
Mm-hmm.
correct? So they will
Yep.
override that feature, and they will implement it their own way, and they will give the results. So here also, like a shape is a generic one, and how we are implementing it, and how we are giving the results.
So here generic class means shape,
Yes,
not main class.
correct. So if you go for some cloth shop, right? So what they will give, so they will give, I mean, a maximum length, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hands and all. Some stitching cloth, right? If you go for shops, right, what they will give, they will give maximum. Some people want only half hands, correct? Some people want full hands, but they will give generic way, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If you go for shops, right, what they'll go maximum full hands. Some people don't
Mm-hmm.
like full hands, some people like full hands, some people don't like full hands. So if some the people don't like full hand, what they will do, they will cut it, correct? They will make it short, so they will
Yeah.
override the feature, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct, they don't want full hands, they want only half hands, so they will override that feature, correct? So you can override that feature as per your wish, but you will get a generic product, and you can customize it as per your wish. That is called as a override, correct?
Yeah.
So because why I'm telling, if you take, right, some of the phones, like initially we are getting very big SIM cards, correct? Now we are getting very small SIM cards, but the behavior is same,
Mm-hmm.
whether big or small, the purpose is same, right? We have to connect to the tower, get the signal, and make a call and receive call. So these features will never change. correct? The behaviors are same, but how we are implementing, that is the matter. Previously you are implementing with a very big SIM card, now you are implementing with a very small card. The behavior is same, right? That small SIM card or big SIM card, you are doing same operations. Making call, receiving call and dialing numbers, correct? So this is called as a overriding. So we have a generic feature, so we have to override that feature as per your wish. So here the generic feature is shape and you are overriding the feature based on your class. Yes, based on your requirement. So we have to override it. So why we need this overriding feature? This is very important question. So why we need to override this one? Say for instance, you are writing a project. Okay, you are writing a project. Okay, a banking project. Okay, you have written a, you are trying to write a simple banking project. Customer might be customer may log in through mobile or customer may log in through web, correct?
Yeah.
So customer may log in using from laptop or customer may log in using phone.
Desktop.
Yeah, as per his wish. But ultimately we need to display his balance, correct? So we need to display balance. Display balance is a common behavior, correct?
Yeah.
If you will log in from mobile, maybe there is a different implementation. So how to get the data? If you will log in from the system or laptop or browser, we may implement in a different way, but the result should be the same, correct? So we need to override that way. How we are going to override it? If user, so display balance is a common feature. If user is logged in from mobile, so how we are implementing display balance? If user is logged in from browser, so how we are implementing the display balance, correct? So this is the way they will define display balance is a feature. Please implement as per mobile, as per browser. The feature is, the generic feature here is display balance. So here the generic feature is display shape. So how we are displaying the shape? Based on your inputs. So display balance is a generic feature, but how we are going to implement it? Based on user inputs. So if user is trying to log in from mobile, so how we are going to display it? If user is trying to log in from the browser, so how we are connecting to database, how we are displaying the value, correct? So this one we have to override. So based on user selection, correct? So you got some idea, right? So why we need to override it? So why we need to override it? So there is a generic feature. From the generic feature, you can derive specific feature, correct? The, the previous example, whatever I told you, right? If you go to the cloth showroom, so they will give you a lengthy hand. So they will never make cut, they will never make half. Maximum they will try to give length one, and the users will buy the shirt and they will, as per their wish, they will make half or 75 as per their wish, correct? They will give a generic product and you can customize it as per your wish. The another example is here. Say for instance, if you are trying to buy a car, so what they will do? So they will give default features. Say for instance, if you, they will give the manual opening the door, correct? If you don't want that one, then you can customize that one like a power door opening, correct? So these are the customized features, but you have a generic feature opening the door. You can opening the door by manually, or you can open the door by using power, correct? Press the button and door will open, or else you need to rotate it manually, correct? So opening the door is a common feature, but how the door is opening, that is up to you, correct?
Yeah.
So similarly, we have a tires. They will give some default tires, right, for your car. Don't like the tires, you can replace with a new one, some branded one, some good tires, correct? So what you are trying to do here, you are overriding some of the features, right? Correct? They already given some default tires, but you are thinking you don't like these tires are not good, so we have to override that feature, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this is called as overriding. The similar way, say for instance, if you are constructing the house, correct? So what you will do, what the builder will do, the builder will give the default wooden windows. If you don't like wooden windows, you can customize it. So I don't like wooden windows, I want glass windows. What you are trying
Mm-hmm.
to do here, you are customizing it. Window is a generic
Yeah.
feature, but you are customizing as per your wish, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But every house should have a windows, but how we are implementing, that is up to you. So there is a generic feature that you are implementing as per your wish, correct? So if you
Mm-hmm.
take your house, every house should have a flooring. So how we are implementing, some people will put cement or some people will put marbles, that is up to their standards, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Every house should have a flooring, but how the flooring look like, how the flooring they're going to make, up to their wish. There is a generic feature, that generic feature how you are implementing, that is up to you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So they will define one simple class and they will give that class to you. You can extend that class and you can implement as per your wish, as per your
Mm-hmm.
requirements. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is a generic feature, and now you are implementing this feature in a different way. You are implementing in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
Okay.
called as a,
Maybe
yeah, tell me.
we can see the difference once we putting the variables and doing operations, right?
Yes, yes, we will
Mm-hmm.
see tomorrow also. But now you got some
Oh.
theoretically some idea, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So this is very important question. They will ask what is overriding and why we need overriding when you use it in your real time.
Yeah.
At least you should be in a position to say, like I'm using in a banking software and display balance is one behavior. The behavior will change from where user is trying to log in. If user is trying to log in from the mobile, we will display limited information, correct?
Yeah.
But if user is trying to log in from the browser, we are displaying full information, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Behavior here it is display information, correct? But how much information
Mm-hmm.
you are displaying, that is up to based on user selection, correct?
Yeah.
So this is some of the examples. Tomorrow I'll give some more examples of this
Oh,
overriding feature.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I have one question
Yeah.
regarding constructors.
Yeah, sure, tell me.
Shall we use constructors inside the main class?
Yes, for every class should have a constructor, every class.
Because in a previous examples we have created separate class
Mhm.
and inside that separate class we made a constructor.
Correct. If there is no
So
constructor, then who will create a constructor?
JVM,
Compiler.
yeah, component.
Yes. If there is no, if you see here, right, did you see any constructor?
No, I can't see any constructor.
Whether like,
So my
uh-huh.
okay. So can I create a object inside the main method here?
Yeah, you can create. You can create object anywhere. You can
Okay,
create object
with
here
the
also. Yeah, you can create object here also. There is no wrong. You can create.
okay, yeah.
But here object is not required. Why? Because you are in same class, right? So
Yeah,
you
I'm in the
can,
same.
yeah, you can able to
Yeah,
access the resource here, correct?
yeah.
Say for
But
instance, yeah, yeah, tell me.
for example, inside the same class,
Uh-huh.
if I create another method,
Uh-huh.
for example, addition of two numbers or
Okay.
something, and
Uh-huh.
I want to display so and so values from main method.
Mm-hmm.
During that, can I do that?
Yes. Say for instance here, integer add, so it will take integer x comma integer y, correct? And it
Mm-hmm.
will return x plus y, correct?
Mm.
So this method you want to access from main method, correct?
Yes.
So what we have to do here, what is this method type here?
Static.
Static. So static method static method can able to access only static methods.
Yeah.
Meaning here you are not able to access directly. You are not able to access. Did you see error? Because
Mm.
this is a static method. So whether you have to mention here static, sorry, either you can mention here static, then you can able to access directly. Did you see this one now? I can able to access directly, correct?
Yeah.
Say for instance,
But
yeah.
okay. Yeah. Tell me. Then I will
So
ask.
say for instance, if there is no static here, then what you have to create an object.
Mm.
So there is a rule basically. Static method can able to access only static methods.
Static.
Because this is a static method, so you can able to access only static methods. If there is no static method, then whatever you said, that is correct. You have to create an object like this. You can create an object, then you can access it, correct?
Mm.
So you
Okay.
can create an object. Why? Because this is not a static method, so you have to create an object, then you can able to access it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another one is like I have created a while loop,
Mm-hmm.
and I put if condition inside the while loop.
Mm-hmm.
So it is continuously it is executing the first condition.
Okay, can you able to show your code?
Yes.
Yeah, I can. Let me.
Um,
Yeah, 1 second. I'll give permission to you.
okay.
Yes, now you can share your screen.
It's saying something.
You see desktop icon over the mic symbol. You just click that one.
But it is saying I have to download something.
Yeah, you have to download the software.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
I think you all.
Anyways, I just copy and
Yeah,
I already.
or else you can paste the code in the chat. Yeah.
Okay.
You just paste the code here, and I will tell you why.
Yeah. Can you type something? I'm not able to open chat also.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can able to.
Now can you see my screen?
No, you are not sharing. No, you said no. You are typing. You want to share your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we can share.
Yes.
Yeah, you can share now.
Can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. This is the program,
Mhm.
and uh, this is the run option. Oh, sorry. I can't see them. Should I stop anything?
So what is saying? Yeah. Okay.
I can't see run here.
Okay, you are not able to run this program. Can you expand
Yeah.
the SRC?
Sorry?
Can you expand that Java 9 SRC your project?
Sure. Hmm.
Yeah, now can you run it? Okay, this is fine. So what is saying the selection? So this is running, correct?
Oh, no, it is running.
So it is saying number 0 is even number exception. There is some issue basically in your code. Yeah, go to your program. So now you are running this program, right?
Yes.
Okay, can I get control?
Yeah, how can...
I think Silpa will connect meet allow attention dismiss.
How can I give control?
I'll check 1 second. Let send web first. Allow attend send chart copy. Okay, can you share the screen again back? Your Eclipse. Yeah. So now you are not able to run this program, right?
Yeah, now I got the output.
The problem.
Before it was just running.
Sample.
Before
Yeah.
it was just running.
Yeah. Basically,
Now
here,
I
right?
can...
There is an issue basically in your program. Can you maximize this file? Just double click on that. On the top.
This one.
Yeah. So here, right? So for I equal to 0, I less than, yeah. For I equal to 0, I less than I plus plus. If I equal to 0, else. Okay, that's fine. For I equal to 0, while I less than or equal to a less than. So at line number 14, right? You had given equal to. Can you remove that equal? Yes. Can you run now? Save it. Yeah. Now can you run it?
Hmm.
So you are not getting run option.
Yeah, here I'm not getting the note.
Okay. Can you close this file now? Yeah. Can you run it from here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there is no error. Correct?
Yeah, there is no error.
Yeah. The issue here it is
Okay.
we should not give equal. Equal means, so whenever you are whenever you are dealing with the length, right? So you should not give equal to.
Hmm.
So whenever you are,
Yeah, okay.
so at line number 14 and line number 6, right? So you should not give equal to, just less than.
Okay, okay.
Equal means what it will do,
Yeah.
it will consider more element than whatever is there in the list.
Hmm.
So all these scenarios I will explain in case of exception handling.
Oh yeah, okay.
So now you will see there is a array index out of bound exception.
Hmm.
So this is array index out of bound when I'm going to explain the exception handling, right? So that time I will tell you how to handle these scenarios, how to understand these exceptions.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's clear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, it is clear.
Yeah,
Thank you.
tomorrow I will explain some of the programs about overriding. Okay, today you
Hmm.
understood theoretically, right, why we need this concept. So tomorrow I will give some more examples, practical examples. We can see more understanding.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Can I get any task after
Yes.
after
First,
class?
yes. After this, I will give some other tasks. After we need to
Okay.
complete two more tasks, then I will give some examples.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Fine. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you.